Welcome to a special edition of Let's Roger That. This is going to be a quickie. I want to say thank you to Greg Kopp of My Little Mule for sending me a wonderful little note. And here's Greg's sticker. Absolutely wonderful. Love his channel, so please go check it out. My Little Mule. You're not going to regret it. Greg's a great guy. So folks, oh, by the way, Greg, here's your sticker now on the wall of shame. So you've joined the club of Let's Roger That enthusiasts. Thank you, Greg, for all your support. Love it. Now, guys, if you didn't know, this is another use for your surface grinder. You can put your board on it. Nobody knows the difference. Now, all jokes aside, I received a wonderful gift from a good friend out in Cape Breton. This is in Nova Scotia, Canada. And his name is Keith Watts. Keith, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am humbled and so appreciative. Folks, I'm going to show you what Keith sent me. Keith is a retired machinist, and when he retired, kept his tools, and they have been sitting around, and he wanted them to be used. Well, I assure you, Keith, they are going to be used here. So with no further ado, let's take a tour of all the stuff that Keith has sent me. I am so excited. So folks, here we have all of the tools that Keith has sent me. I am stunned and amazed and so thankful. First of all, I did not have a machinist toolbox, and I'm excited just for the box, and believe it or not. But you know, you had so many tools that didn't all fit in there, and a lot of this stuff is really high-end equipment that was in use when Keith was a machinist for the mines out in Cape Breton, Canada. So that's a whole table full. Unbelievable. I can't say thank you enough. So let's zoom in and let's look at all the different tools that came this way. Now there's a lot of tools here that you may not be overly familiar with because we don't use them a whole lot, say in obvious machine shops, but when you need them, you gotta have them because there's really no alternative for them. For example, all of these calipers here, I mean, look at the sizes of these things. They're made to measure large things. Well, you know, these things, you know, they're not commonly held in hobbyist shops. Like, for example, if you had a really, really deep hole that you want to measure, well, here you go. Now you can do it with these various calipers here. There's a few, see here, my goodness, there are so many. Look at that. Of all the different sizes, and most of them are carat. Wow. Okay, I was about to buy some more of these centering drill bits. Well, guess what? Now I'm not gonna need to. So thank you so very much. My goodness. This box is amazing. So I can't wait. I'm gonna refurbish it, and I think it'll look really cool when I'm done. Of course, I'll put my sticker on it. Now, down here, here's something that's really interesting. Look at these cards, right? Now, I know, all of us are mostly using our phones now, but I particularly like being able to grab just a card and look at the curve and conversion right off the bat. Just looking at a card, that is really nice to have. For example, like these here, decimal equivalents. Now, I use these kind of things all the time, and I like them. So I'm going to be using them a whole lot. Now these micrometers here, these outside micrometers, are made by the Central Tool Company. Now, I'm not sure if they still make these tools, but they're really cool, actually. I didn't have the 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 inches. So again, really awesome gift. These are cool because you can adjust them without fancy little wrenches. When you remove this cap here, there's a little Allen screw in here, and it actually it'll release this, the shaft. So for adjustments, it's really fast, and I mean they're just great. Of course, they come with some extras as well. Now down here, here's a cool tool. Now this is an inside micrometer, and these are made to check the bore of anything really, and you can extend the length of this by adding various tubes. Now, sorry I didn't sort it all out, but and this is a holder, so you can actually insert it inside the inner diameter of whatever you're trying to measure. This particular model is see, it's a Starrett. Forget the number of it, but a great tool, and I know I'm going to be using it a lot. Over here we've got one of those thread checkers from Starrett. It's a number 472, and look at all the different sizes in this thing. Absolutely amazing. You know, so I was missing some of the sizes with the kit that I have from Snap-on, and these will do the trick just great. Fish tape, you know, these again come in very handy, nice to have. A little V-block. It's going to need a little bit of work, but hey, the start is there. This is great. Here's a nice Starrett test indicator holder, number 657, and works fantastic. I mean, you just press the button and that thing's got lots of power. Again, lots of cool stuff that comes with it. These various scribes and whatnot for surface checking and whatnot. And of course, oh yeah, and they go with this, of course. So here's another Starrett, whatchamacallit, great to have. I've got one of these, they work fantastic, and I was just hoping to get a second, so here we are. So excited. Something I do not have, I have like generic stuff, is these here to go with these rules. An 18-inch I do not have, well now I do. 12-inch. Now this one, I'm not quite sure what this is. If any of your viewers out there know what that is for, let me know. I'd like to know. Again, a nice rule. Love to have that. Some smaller one in millimeters, etc. I didn't have a millimeters one, so that's great. Another Starrett scribe. Anyway, and these here always very handy for checking angles of things. I mean, I've got several protractors, but I didn't have one of these, and I know I'm going to put it to good use. This is for scribing the center of a round part. You know, it goes into one of these. Sorry, like that. So, and then you can scribe your line in the middle of a round stock. Very handy to have. This here is a depth gauge, again, Starrett. Let me see here. Starrett number 440, a really nice depth gauge. So this is going to be a very handy tool to have in my shop. Again. See what else here. Ah, yes. These telescopic gauges to check bores. These again are Starrett's S579H, and what I like about these Starrett units is that, number one, while they are, you know, they're spring loaded on both sides. I like that. I've got a cheap set from Princess Auto, which is like Harbor Freight, but these feel really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to using these. Use these things all the time. Here's something I did not have, and these are radius gauges. Now, quite often we'll machine some radiuses, whether it's in the mill or on the lathe, and you want to verify that you've got the angle, the radius correct. Well, this huge kit is exactly for that purpose. I've been wanting one, and lo and behold. See, let's carry on. We've got a whole bunch of test indicators or dial indicators here, and these are interesting. They're model 196s or 205s actually. Yeah, no, this is 196. This one is brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. Look. Wow, thank you so much, Keith. And this one with this kit here, these kits are absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to know what they can all do, Stan at Barzy Industrial has a great video that illustrates all the various ways in which you can use these things. There's many ways that you can set up in order to check whatever you're working on. Perhaps I'll do a video on that as well, because it's so amazing and versatile. I know it's older stuff, but the many ways in which it can be used surpasses any of the brand new indicators. This is, I know it's just a file, but you know what, I'm so excited. This thing is absolutely stunning. It's a Sandvik number 3, and it is a stunning file. It produces beautiful fine finish, and it is sharp, like really sharp. Again, so thankful. A nice big wrench. I didn't have one of these, so again, thank you, Keith. And of course, various different punches and separators, which I didn't have before. So how can I say enough thank yous to Keith for being so generous? I don't think I could do it justice. These will all be put to very good use. And thanks for watching. And remember, folks, don't forget to check My Little Mule, Mick's Workshop, and of course Jim's Workshop. These guys are all great, and they always produce some cool videos. So please like and subscribe. Shoot me a comment. Always love to hear from you. And take care. Bye-bye.